The easier you make something to achieve, the less impact and personal pride that achievement will carry.
Why didn't they just fly the eagles to Mordor? I mean, apart from the fact there are many actual reasons in the book, it would have been a crap story. There are moments when you have to look and go, because it makes a better story. That's fine. Not everything has to be absolutely 100% completely efficient. Sometimes it just makes a better story to do it that way. That's fine. You're okay doing that. Why didn't they just tunnel underground to Mordor? Could have worked. Absolutely could have worked. Just fast travel to Mordor. Yeah. In fact, as long as Gollum's been in there before and now Gollum's in your party, you unlock the fast travel location. You just pop over there, throw it in. Just create a load of gold rings, fling them into Mordor via trebuchet, and let everyone else work out which one is it. While you take the actual one and, throw it into a volcano from somewhere. It's fine. We could do it. Convenience does kill adventure. Absolutely. Convenience 100% kills adventure. Who's played Baldur's Gate 1? Imagine if you could just immediately walk back into Baldur's Gate 1 and be like, hey, this guy's the main bad guy. Could we maybe get some wizards to help kill him? And everyone's like, yeah, okay, fair enough. We'll go and do that. And then they just go and kill him straight away. Convenience changes adventure. Convenience changes experience. Convenience means the time that you would spend having an experience is now extended into easier things. It's reduced from the difficult things. And ironically, sometimes it takes away from the things that create the best memories. Who here in the chat has ever been camping? Because comedy is just tragedy plus time. That's what it is. A good memory is sometimes a shit time that you try and, relive later. And I don't mean terrible as in like actual traumatic and hurt. If you've ever been camping, who's ever been absolutely rained out of their tent? Who is absolutely chucked it down, your pack's muddy, your shoes aren't fitting the road. You can't take your boots off when you go camping, because if you take your boots off, your feet swell up, and then when you try and put them back on, it hurts like hell and starts rubbing, and then after you've walked for an hour or two, your feet have shrunk slightly, your boots are flopping all over the place. It's not a good place. Who has had a, not bad, but a challenging, difficult experience with their friends, with themselves at the time, and then you look back on it now and go, oh man, that was a crazy adventure. You almost smile when you say about it. Oh, that was difficult. This happens a lot in military-style boot camps, and that is why a lot of the kind of Band of Brothers attitude exists, where you look back on the difficult times that you survived together and think, oh man, wow, that was difficult. We got through it together, though. It wasn't funny at the time. It wasn't even fun at the time. But you look back on it and you're like, oh man, they were the days. You might have hated high school, but then you get together with the one person that you got on really well with. You look back and you're like, oh yeah, we had some laughs at that. That is a difficult thing to do. It's almost, it sounds patronizing to say if you've never had this experience, because it's very, very hard to explain to someone that hasn't had it. But there have been days when I needed to get the bus somewhere. I got the bus somewhere. I ran out of, cash. I had no money in my pocket. And I'm thinking, right, the next walk home is 3 hours across muddy fields. And you freaking hate it at the time. You're like, this is awful. I just want someone to pick me up and take me home. But then a couple of weeks later, you're like, you know what? That trek across the field was actually character building, soul searching. I like that. You've very much got to find this level. It exists between easy and life-changingly traumatic. This level of, it's not convenient, it's not even fun, it's challenging, but it's rewarding after you've done it. It makes you a better person for having the memory of having done it. It's a test of your own mettle. And games had that. And some games still do. But not all of them, because they take it away because people don't like it. It's a very, very difficult one to kind of quantify, to measure. But adversity absolutely builds character, without a doubt. But you need to find the level of adversity that you can struggle through. Comfort is the enemy of ambition, as they say. Has anyone, and I don't want to feel like I'm just this patronizing guy sat in the comfort of my own room explaining how you should live. Live however the hell you want. It's your own life. Don't listen to Twitch streamers. Don't listen to YouTubers. Listen to the people that you love and care about, that have your best interest at heart. All I can do is tell you what I've experienced and what I believe. And if you agree with it, great. If you don't, great. Just ignore everything I'm saying. But there exists a moment where you can come up against a level of adversity, take it on, succeed, and become a better person for having succeeded. Someone in the chat's like, but my parasocial relationships. I'm not trying to influence you, all right? I'm just going to talk about some stuff in my own head that makes sense to me and try and work out the best way to word it. That is the absolute best way to do it. Yeah. And I think that convenience killing adventure is an absolute good way of looking at it. Imagine if you had a choice. You had to climb a mountain, but there's two ways you can do it. You can either hop in the car and have someone drive you up there, or take a week and actually climb that mountain. One of them is way more convenient. But that ignores the fact that it's not about the convenience. It's about the adventure.